everybody, Painful Truth, and I'm back again. We're going to do a little Duel Links play today in the first round of the Kaiba Cup, so let's get it underway. Now, I haven't gotten to play this event too much. Unfortunately, I was kind of ill. I was actually in the hospital a couple days ago, but don't you worry, your boy is okay, and I'm back. I have played a couple games in the first round of the Kaiba Cup, but not too much, and definitely not as much as I've wanted to. Alright, so we're going to switch. I'm going to be running Lunalights for this event. I love the Lunalight deck, and it plays really well against most of the meta. It does have some bad matchups. Tenyi is a bad matchup for me right off the bat, I can tell you that. Toons sometime, because I can't target if they get their Toon Kingdom out. As you know, I played Toons, so I know all about that. But it plays really well against the rest of the meta, especially if you get to go second. I don't know why I am on Grandpa here. I should definitely be on Yugi.
You whippersnappers can't match my experience.
Alright, so
Here
let's load up Yugi. Let's take a look at the deck real quick before we get underway. Alright, so this is going to be my Lunalight deck here. As you can see, pretty basic Lunalight build. Lunalights did get a nice buff after the restrictions were lifted, so I was able to add a second Emerald Bird. They could go all the way to 3, but I really don't think this deck needs 3. I like the way it's built, and of course I still have my one Kaiju so that I can get rid of their ace monster or anything that's going to block me from doing my normal summoning. Extra deck, I have Giant Hand so that I could stop an effect. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist negates everything on the field except my monsters. Abyss Dweller is going to shut down the graveyard on their turn. Evil Swarm Nightmare is going to help me against decks that special summon a lot. And even though he doesn't get used a lot, Malevolent Sin so that I can just remove their monster if I want to and hit for game. So let's take a look here at my record. So I actually have not lost yet in the Kaiba Cup, but once again, I haven't played very many duels, as I said. I believe I'm on a 7-game winning streak. I think I've won my first 7 duels, so let's see if that continues today or if it gets snapped live on stream. It's going to go one way or the other. As we go through this duel, I'll talk a little bit more about the combos and strategies when playing Lunalights. If it's a deck you're interested in, as I said earlier, I highly recommend giving it a try. Alright, so I'm going to go up against Ghost Girl. I don't know if this is going to be an Altergeist or what's going to go on here. And I'm going to go first, so already not looking good. I'm on my rank up because at these low levels, once you win a bunch of duels in a row, your rank ups come pretty easy. Alright, pretty easy starting hand here.
From my hand, I activate a continuous
Now I'm going to use Fire Formation, which is going to let me add pretty much any Lunalight I want to my hand. I'm going to add Lunalight White Rabbit, who I affectionately call Bad Bunny. That's going to set me up for the second turn, hopefully.
I'm counting on you. I summon a monster in a
Lunalight Emerald Bird, I'm going to use the effect, and I'm going to throw away the Yellow Martin so that I can get my Lunalight Fusion. Now, I didn't get anything to protect my hand, which is a little scary. I have hand traps in my deck, which will help protect me against damage. I didn't get any of those. So we're going to do a little bit of an advanced play here. I'm going to bring Martin up.
I special summon a monster. From my hand,
I'm going to summon my big guy, my Lunalight Saber Dancer, right at the beginning because he can't be targeted. I'm going to use one Lunalight Emerald Bird, another Emerald Bird, and then I'm going to use Purple Butterfly.
I'm counting on you. I fusion summon a monster.
Going to use Emerald Bird's effect.
Activates.
Bring back Butterfly.
Now's the time.
Alright, so I have 2 monsters in defense mode, and I have 1 monster in attack mode that cannot be targeted. I'm gonna hope that's gonna be enough.
My turn.
Let's see. They still might be able to pull a pretty crazy 1-turn swing. Most of the people that use the new characters are trying to level them up and farm for skills, so they'll use a deck like Tenyi, which has a very high win rate so that they can get the skills they need. It is an Altergeist deck, so this is going to be very interesting to see how this plays out.
Come here. I'll create a circuit that links the known.
Alright, a Link Karibo.
Meluseek's effect activates when she goes to the graveyard.
Now, I'm not very familiar with Altergeist. This is a new deck type for Duel Links. Okay, so that's fine with me. He can do that all he wants. Okay, wow. So, not really much I care to do here. So I'm going to go ahead and attack.
Let's do this.
He's going to use the effect of Link Karibo. I already know that.
I can't let you do that. I activate my monster.
He's going to drop my attack down to 0. And with that, I'm going to end my turn. That's all I could do on turn 1.
I activate my trap.
Alright, Manifestation. He might have Multi-Faker in his hand. Multi-Faker is in his hand. I expected that.
Special summon Altergeist Multi. When Multi-Faker is special summoned, her effect activates. Altergeist Silkwood.
Alright, so he's filling up his field, so this is going to be bad for me. He's gonna bounce something back to my hand.
My turn is
actually, yeah, that's right. It doesn't bounce back to my hand because if I already used the effect to bring it back from the graveyard, it removes it from play. So now
I set a card.
It all depends on if he has the cards he needs. Now I have room for Bad Bunny, which is nice.
Altergeist Marionetter. Marionetter activates her effect when she's summoned.
I'm in some bad shape here because, as I said, I have nothing in my hand to protect me. Usually I have a Karibo or I have something that's going to block their attacks. I have absolutely nothing. So I'm pretty much just relying on the fact that he cannot target my Lunalight Saber Dancer and hoping that's enough to hold him at bay.
I activate my monster's effect.
Link Karibo effect. I believe he's going to bring it back.
Come here.
Alright.
Meluseek's effect activates when she goes to the graveyard.
I might be able to pull something a little crazy here coming up next. It depends on what I draw. He's definitely thinking through his move. I'm sorry, I shouldn't keep saying he. I do see the name as Haley, so this might very well be a female duelist. Female duelists are very tough, so I'm going to go ahead and not say he anymore. That is just a bad habit. Alright, so this duelist is really making some moves. Please end your turn, because I'm getting a little scared here. These combos are getting out of hand. And as I said, I'm not super familiar with Altergeist.
Okay. I'll create a circuit that links the node
Chalice.
with the I activate my Textia's
have a feeling he's going to try and bring out Orc Crust to get rid of my Saber Dancer. If he has it in his deck.
I activate my monster's effect.
Cool. So he's able to get rid of my Saber Dancer that way. Alright, let's hope I can pull something off here.
Together a pretty good lineup.
I draw a card.
I end my turn.
Alright, let's see.
From my hand, I activate.
I really need this to go off. Yes! Okay, good. We're in business. Now, watch how I execute this. First things first, we're bringing up Bad Bunny. Hopefully he doesn't have a warning point or anything like that that's going to stop it, because I do need Bad Bunny to let me get back Lunalight Emerald Bird. Please, no warning point, no Fiendish Shame.
Sorry, hon. Here's the card.
Alright, he can destroy it, that's fine. It's still going to go off. And because he has a Link monster on the field, when I do my special summon, I'm going to be able to use one card from my deck. I'm going to use the effect. Just as we did on our first turn, we're going to throw away Martin.
I activated a trap card, so I can special special summon this
Multi-Faker's going to make his way down since a trap was activated. That's fine with me. Puts it in defense. Martin to the graveyard. I drew a fusion anyway, so that doesn't help me much.
Special summoned. Her effect activates. Altergeist Marionetter.
Alright. Gonna go ahead and use the Martin effect to bounce it back to my hand, just so we have an extra card.
My monster's effect activates.
We're gonna need one to sacrifice.
Now is the time. I special summon a monster. From my hand, I activate a spell.
Alright, time for Cat Dancer. We're gonna throw away a Crimson Fox from the deck, and then we're gonna throw away Emerald Bird. We're gonna put Cat Dancer in the extra monster slot.
Summon a monster. My monster's effect activates.
Use Crimson Fox on Chalice Warrior. Use Emerald Bird's effect.
Activates.
We're going to bring back my removed from play Bad Bunny.
Here I go. I special summon a monster.
Cat Dancer's effect.
My monster's effect activates.
Just to get rid of that trap that he has face down, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring back Bad Bunny.
All right. I special summon a monster.
Now I'm going to use Bunny's effect to get rid of his face down trap.
My monster's effect activates.
He's either going to have to play it, which he's not going to do. Activate my Saber Dancer from the graveyard, which is going to raise the attack of my Cat Dancer. And now I'm going to try and swing for game.
My monster's effect activates.
Altergeist Conquery's effect
Conquery.
activates from my hand. Altergeist Special summoning Conquery activates her effect.
I'm going to
My monster's effect activates.
play my Crimson Fox to stop the effect. Make sure my attack goes through for game.
My monster's effect activates.
There it is. One more win. That's going to put me up to 8 and give me another level up.
I win.
So there you go. That's how you play Lunalights. That shows you a little bit of the combos and some of the way the decks work. Once again, as I come out here, we're going to look at the deck one more time and talk about some of the plays I made. I would highly recommend Lunalights for a tournament like this. Now, once you get into the second round, it may not be as effective when you're going to really be running into those 10E decks back to back to back. Plus, I will say this, I have never seen a meta in my entire time of playing this game, and I've been playing this game since it was released, that is as overpowered as this meta is with skills. The skill for Blue Eyes allows Blue Eyes to get out a ridiculous amount of monsters in one turn. The skill for Neos players that allows them to get that out and then have Yubu in their deck. Basically, it's a reverse burn deck. They summon out their, I forget the name of the card, it's one of the elemental heroes, but it attacks you, and when it destroys your monster, it burns you for the monster's attack, and then they're going to attack with Yubu right after, Terror Incarnate, and then they're going to hit you with the effect damage, and that's usually enough to just take you out in one turn. Both of those are just running rampant right now throughout this event, and I can't believe Konami went as far as to make two skills that are so overpowered and give you so much summoning power in just one turn. It's kind of crazy to me. But once again, let's take a look at the deck. You have your Kaiju so that you can just sacrifice their ace monster, continue with your combos. I play 2 Mortons, some builds play 3. I think 3 is kind of overkill. 2 Karibos are in my deck, as well as 2 White Princesses. Those are to stop, those are hand traps that are going to allow me to knock their monsters down. You might also have problem with the Chaos deck that Yugi plays, both Yugi DM and Yami Yugi, where they can get all of their Chaos monsters, their Ritual monsters out in one turn. The one Ritual monster completely stops activations during the battle phase, so if you have a White Princess, you have to play it before they go into battle phase. 1 copy of Purple Butterfly. It's in my graveyard. I can usually use that to bring down something from my hand and go into an XYZ. We didn't need that during that duel, but that's okay. Crimson Fox, of course, 2 copies, the maximum I can play to weaken their monsters and stop targeting effects. He tried to target me last turn with his Altergeist monster, and I was able to negate it to make sure that my win condition went through. 2 Lunalight Emerald Birds. Once again, you can go back and forth on this. You can play 3 if you want. I think 2's enough. Lunalight White Rabbit, aka Bad Bunny, the key to the deck. You bring him out, he's going to bring Lunalights from the graveyard and help bounce their spells and traps back. I get to play 1 limited card. I always choose Monster Reborn. I can either bring back one of my Lunalights or bring back one of their ace monsters. If you're going to play a Synchro player, it's really nice to sacrifice their ace monster with Kaiju and then bring it back on your side of the field and just watch them squirm. 3 Fire Formation 10 keys so that I can search pretty much anything I want from my deck. 3 Lunalight fusions. There are some other fusions that work with Lunalights. They usually have a specific type of activation or something that needs to be met. I find Lunalight fusion works the best, especially if they have a monster from the extra deck on the field. I get to use something from my deck, and let's be honest, they're almost always going to have some kind of extra deck monster on the field, and we've already gone over my extra deck, so feel free to try this deck out. As you can see, it's already working very well for me in the first round with the Kaiba Cup. Of course, I am at the lower levels, but I used this same deck last time to get through the entire first round and then into the second round of the Kaiba Cup as well. So any questions, make sure to let me know. Those of you who are interested in my Laser Storm laser tag content and learn to play laser tag content, a few of those videos are now out, so make sure to check those up, and we have more videos coming as well. So check back often. I have tons of content coming. I'm also going to be doing a pack opening video for the 25th anniversary rarity collection. I got a bunch of these. I'm going to open them up on webcam and see what I pull. So check back for those as well. Lots of content coming. Please share my page with your friends and family. I'm really trying to get my sub count up so I can activate those premium features of YouTube and open up a whole new different level of things I can do with my videos. But I gotta reach those sub plateaus, certain number of subscriptions, then they unlock for me. So help me get there if you can. I really appreciate it. And in the meantime, enjoy my videos, and thank you so much for checking it out. Painful Truth, see you later.